Move on. Tech billionaire Elon Musk announced over the weekend that he has formed a new political party, the America Party, which he claims will give Americans back their freedom. In a post on X, he said, and I quote, "By a factor of 2 to 1, you want a new political party and you shall have it." End of quote. This came just a day after he posted a poll on the platform asking his followers if they support creating the America Party. Remember, Musk was the largest donor to President Trump's 2024 presidential campaign. This move came after a public feud with Trump erupted. Their relationship deteriorated after they exchanged barbs on social media, mainly due to Musk's vocal opposition to Trump's big, beautiful bill. Shares of Tesla tanked after this announcement as investors fear that the new party would damage the brand. Meanwhile, US President Trump has said that Elon Musk has gone off the rails after the tech billionaire said he would start and bankroll a new political party. In a post on Truth Social, the US leader also called the Tesla chief a train wreck for suggesting a third alternative political party in the United States. Dan Ives, Managing Director of Wedbush Securities, is joining us now. Dan, you're someone who's always positive on Tesla. You're a bull on Tesla. But today, I believe you're not happy with what Musk has announced.
I mean, it's the exact opposite where you want to see him head. Because by going further into the political theater, look, that's time, that's brand, it's resources. And then also at the end of the day, you've essentially become a foe, not a friend, for Trump and the Republican Party. And that's the biggest fear here. Look, it's the last thing as a Tesla investor you want to see.
Right. And do you expect the stock to continue taking a beating over the next few days?
Look, I mean, it could be under pressure because it's the unknown. It's the worry about if Musk continues to go down this route, what does that mean in terms of regulatory, in terms of Trump? Does he actually have some sort of meetup or, almost like a little summit with Trump? I mean, that's also possible. Because look, Trump and the Republicans, they want Musk in their camp. But look, for a Tesla investor, you just don't want to see him go down the road. It's the most important time in terms of this golden age relative to autonomous robotics. You wanted Musk to be less involved in politics. And now, over the weekend, he starts an own party.
That indeed is an important point. And you said that in your note as well. The biggest trump card that Tesla ever had was Elon Musk. And if Elon Musk goes into politics with US heading into midterms next year, it's going to be difficult. Do you think at some point the Tesla board is going to raise questions about Elon Musk's ability to continue leading the company?
A matter of when, not if. The board's going to have to take some sort of action. Look, I mean, you could argue there were overtures or shots across the bow from the board when at the max height of the Doge situation. And then ultimately Musk took a huge step back. But as a board now, you cannot have Musk starting his own political party and also as CEO of Tesla. I think it creates just a lot of unintended consequences, and I think that's the fear.
Right. I would also like to ask you to highlight the major challenges for Tesla right now as Musk announces his political party.
Look, I think some of the challenges are clear in terms of just some of the uphill battles they're facing in terms of deliveries, right? In terms of US, China, and Europe. There have been some progress there, but that's still a challenge. But I think the biggest thing just continues to be the opportunity, but also the challenge when it comes to autonomous. You need to launch this in 2025 cities next year. You cannot have in the Oval Office someone putting blockades there. And I think that is the biggest opportunity. I think it's worth $1 trillion to the valuation of the NEMO over the long term. But now it's also actually one of the challenges.
Right. Dan, I'd also like to ask you a question about the trade deals that are being discussed. In a couple of hours, we will hear of some announcements. Do you expect an India-US trade deal with lower tariffs for Tesla to be a positive for the company? The reason why I'm asking is that there is an imminent launch of Tesla in India later this month, possibly around the 15th of July. Their showroom in the financial capital of India in Mumbai is almost ready. Do you think a trade deal with India could be positive for Musk and Tesla?
Look, a trade deal for India is positive for Musk and Tesla and also for Apple. It's the reason that India has become such a focus now, especially given what we're seeing China and some of the variables, some of the other tariffs. It is very important, in my opinion. It could be a further catalyst.
Right. You believe it could be a further catalyst. But thank you so much for joining us on the program and giving us your view on how the Tesla stock is under pressure because of Elon Musk's announcement. And that definitely will take away a lot of his time, and rightly so, for people like you to raise questions. Thanks once again for being with us.
Thanks.
Time for a short break, but don't go anywhere. President Trump threatens BRICS nations with an additional 10% tariffs as leaders meet in Brazil. BRICS issue a joint statement against trade restrictions without naming the US. We discuss the implications with experts on the other side.